First into the Shark Tank, it's Scott Jordan. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
My name is Scott Jordan. I'm the CEO and founder of TEC, and I am seeking $500,000 in exchange for 15% of TEC. You see, I'm a gadget guy. At any given time, I have an iPhone, a wallet, keys, sunglasses. You never know when you're going to need a camera. Everyone needs a pen. Here's a snack, gum, Tic Tac, I got that too. A good book is always a good traveling essential. Never leave home without contact solution. If you travel with an iPad, I got that too. I have a traveling iPad keyboard. I've got so much stuff you wouldn't believe it, all loaded up here. On a daily basis, it's cumbersome to carry this. And when traveling, it's a nightmare. Carrying all this stuff can cause extra baggage fees, huge delays in security lines at airports, make you an easy target for pickpocketers, and it contributes to an overall sense of confusion and disorientation. But worse yet is not having all my gadgets. It's even more disconcerting. I know there are a lot of other people who feel the same way. My company, TEC, has changed all of that. TEC stands for Technology Enabled Clothing. And as you can see the logo and the branding here on the screen, it is a powerful brand and patented system that keeps your gadgets and their wires organized. TEC allows people to operate their devices easily. For example, I have a clear touch in this pocket here. I can operate my iPhone without ever taking it out. Because of the pocket structure, and best of all, it keeps your hands free because of the pocket structure, and best of all, you stay wired without the problematic, so there's a patented wire system, right inside, so you stay wired without the problematic rat's nest of wires that you get from any other clothing garment. Sorry, I'm going to clean this up. Now travelers, commuters, moms, dads, anyone who carries a lot of stuff can keep their hands free and look stylish. Everything I'm wearing and everything on the mannequins behind me is made by a licensee of TEC, SCOTTeVEST Travel Clothing. SCOTTeVEST was formed as a proof of concept to prove the demand and viability of the TEC business model. Well, mission accomplished. SCOTTeVEST has been a massive success with over $24 million in sales to date and on track to double again this year. Now I need your help licensing the tech brand to every major clothing manufacturer. Together we can make billions. I'm not talking millions, I'm talking billions as a successful ingredient brand company, much like Teflon, Velcro, and Gore-Tex. I just need the right strategic partner and an investment. This vest has tons of pockets, 22 to be precise. And as I demonstrated earlier, it can carry a ton of stuff. Check it out. Now that I've emptied all the pockets, I've got plenty of room to fill it up. It can hold a ton of cash. Who's in? All right, so leave it running. Leave it running. All right, so Rhett, the toughest part about this whole thing, in my opinion, is going to be deciding what things to pull out, the order in which to pull them out, and what clever little things we say as we pull them out. So once you pull them out, it's hard to. It takes time to put them back in. So I thought I'd run through the script, kind of as is, and I jumped over the part about what I'm going to say for each of the items. So I thought I just go through and just pull out the stuff and try to be clever as I can. But it's going to be important that we decide what 7 or 8 items and whether we're going to pull them out sequentially. In the best of all worlds, I'd love to be able to pull them out while I'm giving my spiel. Even in the middle and at the end, I'm still pulling stuff out and occasionally, talking about it. It's overwhelming, and I think that would be cool. Another alternative, I'll leave this to you, is perhaps having a cutaway of me and sort of a picture-in-picture doing it. So I'll leave that kind of technical stuff to you. A couple things to note. I don't like the idea of a trade show fold-out. I think that's very low-tech, and that's not what we're about. I'd much prefer to have a big 55-inch, LCD screen with X-ray imagery of, flashing of the vest, and that I can control, or I can have someone control with 3 or 4 key slides that won't be too distracting, but will be super cool. So, and you can see, I'm suggesting that we have a few mannequins behind me. Maybe just 2, a man and a woman, don't think we need a great deal of stuff. So the other thing is you might want one additional person to present each of the sharks with an item. So we timed it, you know, it was about 3 minutes long. I don't think I'm going to get that much time, so we're going to have to cut it down. But let me just start unloading stuff, and this is in no particular order. But so here we go. Now I've got a keyboard, Bluetooth keyboard, which works for an iPad. I've got, of course, I've got my iPad. Now this is a big reveal. I think people are going to be pretty impressed that I can carry an iPad in here. And as you can tell, it's going to take some coordination. I've got my passport. I've got Tic Tacs. I've got some gum. I've got a pen. And you can't tell that anything's on here because of the way the pocketing system. I have my wallet. So I think this side, I've got my iPhone through the Clear Touch and the personal area network as well. You know, I'll have another iPhone. And I think it might be fun as well to have one of the phones ring at the end. You know, I'm in the middle of something. You know, just there's some way to do something fun. So I'd like to have another iPhone. I've got a beer, which happens to be fully loaded. Didn't I have an empty one to use? So you know, that could be kind of funny. I've got the rat's nest of wires, which I'm having a tough time kind of delivering that line. I got my keys. Guys are always losing their keys, and we have a strap that goes along with it. And this is something that most people can relate to. It's a way to keep your keys in place. I have another pen. I've got my sunglasses, which I was looking for all yesterday. I forgot I left them in here. I have, and all these pockets are clearly notated. I've got a charger for my iPad. I've got a flip minnow. I've got my contact solution. And I think that's pretty much it, but no. I've got a full-blown, you know, the larger MacBook Air right in back. So I think that might be fun to pull out at the very end, you know, to kind of leave this in after I pulled everything out and just take this out. And the one other prop that I'd like to have it is a fully loaded, you know, exactly what I'm wearing, because one of the comments all the sharks are going to have is, how could you put all that stuff in there? It must have been really heavy. And the fact is that it is really heavy when you're holding it, but because the weight is balanced on your shoulders, you know, I could walk around all day. It's a lot easier than putting all this in a bag or a backpack. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope this was compelling. Obviously, I didn't rehearse. You told me not to memorize. I've got cue cards up. You could see me reading. I promise you'll see a very smooth and authentic delivery once we get to the next level, and you kind of tell me whether I'm in or I'm out. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll go from there. I'm out of here.